So Binance is the biggest exchange in the world, and it's no news that governing bodies around the world, especially the US, want to regulate cryptocurrency transactions. And it seems like they got what they want. So a few days ago, Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, well, the former CEO, stepped down as CEO of the company. And then this brings us to thinking, what really happened? So CZ has always embraced regulations, and this has made Binance the biggest exchange in the world based on trade volume, bigger than the next four exchanges combined together in trade volume. Binance was launched in 2017, and in 2018, it began to gain global recognition. This led to a lot of regulatory problems for the company, especially in their headquarters in China. So in China, the government banned crypto exchanges, and the company had to move out of China. And then Binance moved to Tokyo in Japan. And then the government warned the company of conducting trades without a license. This led to the company leaving Japan and not disclosing where they operated from again. Now, Binance has a lot of users in the US, and they've been operating in the US without a license. Binance chief operating officer at the time sent a message to his colleagues saying, "We are operating as a unlicensed security exchange in the US, bro." According to a SEC filing, the US regulators really want to be involved in anything big in the US, especially when it comes to exchange of securities, right? So they had to force Binance to create a new platform for US residents. Now, Binance was forced to launch a new website, Binance.us, for only the US citizens in 2019. A different Binance from Binance that every other person in the world used. Binance US was built specifically for the people in the US, while using Binance Tech complied with SEC regulations. But instead, Binance US allowed users in the US to tap into the main Binance resources and make trades on the main Binance, thereby bringing US money into Binance. The SEC thought something was fishy and went ahead to investigate Binance platform alongside DOJ. So before we go forward, SEC or SEC is the Security and Exchange Commission agency in the US, and their main aim is simple: make sure the financial system is fair and responsible. While the DOJ is the Department of Justice. I'm not sure I'll have to explain that. After the investigation by the SEC and DOJ, a subpoena was sent to Binance in 2020, and other countries like the UK, Japan, and Thailand followed suit. We would have thought that this would be a setback to the company, but in fact, this didn't affect the company in any way. In fact, in 2022, CZ's net worth grew to almost $100 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index, making him compete with CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg and Warren Buffett. In March 2023, the CFTC sued Binance, alleging that they kept operating illegally in the US. And in May 2023, Binance pulled out of Canada due to changes in regulations. Then in June, SEC filed a lawsuit against CZ and Binance, bragging about the fact that cryptocurrency is more like a decentralized financial institution. Letting a body control or regulate it is like saying goodbye to decentralization. So, the lawsuit from CFTC claimed that Binance maintained an undisclosed control over Binance US. This caused a lot of countries to start investigating the issue, and this was a really bad time for Binance because they had to pull out of a lot of countries, especially in Europe. It was really a bad time for Binance because at this point, they laid off over 1,000 employees and most executives left the company. This was around July 2023. I'm not trying to trigger fear in the market. In fact, the market looks healthy, and this news didn't significantly affect the market. In November 2023, Binance planned to pay the DOJ a whopping sum of $4.3 billion as fine and plead guilty to criminal charge. So CZ pleaded guilty to violating anti-money laundering requirements because this was the way out, and this could help the company continue operations in the US. Good thing is, this doesn't affect his ownership as he maintains the majority ownership of the company. So here are the DOJ allegations against Binance. Binance didn't renounce US business, yet operated illegally in US. Binance worked with large US customers and hid their locations. Binance notified VIP customers if they became subject of law enforcement inquiries. Binance facilitated funding to terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and Hamas. Binance served as one of the receivers of ransomware payments. Binance failed to report criminal activities such as payment of child sexual abuse products, fraudulent activities, and contraband. CZ made a statement that he had made a mistake and would take responsibility. So here's the deal. The US gets control access over Binance, monitors transactions, while CZ has to keep his company, pay the fine, and maybe do some jail time. And before I forget, if he decides to be the CEO of the company after 3 years, he's free to. So the whole idea of crypto being decentralized wouldn't be a thing if you're using Binance US. In situations like this, you'll normally face jail time, but it's not sure exactly if he'll be served jail time or how much jail time he'll be served. It normally will be around 18 months, except the prosecutors decide to push for a longer sentence. Now, if the prosecutors decide to push for more than 18 months, he can appeal the whole decision and maybe not serve the jail time. So, how did this news affect the market? I think CZ's decision to plead guilty was fantastic. There is no fear, uncertainty, or doubt as regards to this issue. New people can come into the market now freely, knowing that there is no lingering case with SEC, and all the funds in Binance are safe. Normally, this kind of news is one that will cause panic and cause a huge jump in the market, but sadly, there was no significant effect on the market. The crypto market is waiting for us. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you found this video interesting, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. For now, it's goodbye. See you in the next one.